TEDxFargo, stand up. It's time to feel ourselves and channel our inner energy that we have when we connect with ourselves, our minds, our body, and nature. What if we go mindful birding today indoors in the Civic Center? So let's channel what it feels like to be a bird. I want you to take your arms out with me and flap. Channel your bird. You are laughing, but do you have joy? Do you feel excited? Is your heart pumping a little bit more than it was in the afternoon? You're tired, you're hot. All right, so with mindful birding, you don't have to worry about species observation. So now I want you to feel yourself grounded in your seat in the arena, and go ahead and take a seat around you. With your feet planted on the floor, we're gonna take a moment to connect with ourselves, how we feel. Do we feel goofy? Was that fun? And we're gonna do some breath work again. So join me, we're gonna breathe up, I'm gonna hold it, and then we're gonna audibly exhale together. So ready? We're gonna breathe in through our nose, up, hold it. I want you to audibly exhale out loud. Thank you. One more time. Breathe it up, hold it, and exhale. All right, I hope you feel better. With mindful birding, like I said, it's not about identifying species. It's more about how you feel, the sights, the sounds, the observations, and the emotions. So if you're able to, I invite you to close your eyes and take a moment to just listen to the sounds around you. And if you're able to bring your hands closer to your ears, do so in recognition of more sensory experience as you cup your ears. You might hear a familiar sound, you might notice something or evoke emotions within. And as you're mindful birding, when you look and see a bird in the sky, you might think, that's a beautiful bird. I wonder what it's doing. You might see a bird that's black with a white head. Now open your eyes and join me as we look at videos of birds around us. You might see a big, magnificent bird that looks strong and important. It might remind you of a time that you were outside in nature, connecting with yourself and seeing something really powerful and important in the sky. You might notice that they might be building a nest and grabbing a stick, larger than most sticks that you can carry when you're hiking. With mindful birding, it's a moment to feel about connections and notice your connections and identifying the connections to your natural surroundings. What do these birds need in their habitat? Do they need the water that they survive in? Are they shorebirds? Are they migratory birds? And just listening to the joy of the trumpeter swan in the lake with its friends and family. Do you think this bird's in a hurry? Did it just come from somewhere really cool? Just think about it and connect. Next, you might see some birds that remind you of your childhood, a family of species in a nest, eating, enjoying a meal. Some birds might look hungry and desperate for food, and it might remind you of an emotion, a meal with a family that you have that was really special, or a time that you were desperate for a meal and not sure when it would come. Birds have a chance to tell us and remind us that we are all connected to everything around us. One of the world's greatest migrations in the world happens in Nebraska every year. Over 500,000 cranes come together at the Platte River. With mindful birding, this could actually be a very overwhelming experience. If you hear the sounds and see 500,000 birds, you might realize how small you are. So just thinking about, again, the bigger connection when you observe birds at a different level. The sounds of the Sandhill cranes might make you anxious or excited. Just connect and observe. And finally, you might be gifted with one of the best mating rituals also in the Great Plains, with a bird that puffs up, does a special dance. Maybe their ears poke up to tell you something cool. And the colorful cheeks bloom out. And you might learn a dance move or two. So what if we go mindful birding today in the Civic Center? Thank you for joining me. I invite you to go outside and keep your eyes to the sky. Thank you.